Hi. In today's session, we will see how to install Oracle 11G on Linux platform. In the previous sessions, we discussed about some common terms, and we also saw how to download the software and how to move the software to the Linux environment, and also we see what are the pre-configuration requirements like user creation, setting up the kernels for installing the Oracle Linux on our environment. Okay. So today's session we'll be directly installing the Oracle 11G on the Linux environment. So let's connect to the machine. Okay, our IP address is 10.17.57.41, and we will save this session as the name of the machine, that is Vaishit, so that it will be easy for us to again and again use it. Okay, we'll log in as Oracle user, because in the previous session we created Oracle user for the as the software owner of Oracle 11G database. The password is Oracle. Yeah. Okay. Before starting up any installation, first thing what we need is that we need to get the graphical user interface of the Linux machine on our desktop. Okay. So for that we are using a software known as Xmanager. Xmanager is a X Windows software which will redirect the display of the Linux or Unix machine to the Windows machine. Okay. So for example, when you are installing something on your Windows machine, you are getting the screen which is asking you all the questions, correct? The same screen we should be getting for the Oracle installation as well.
On the Unix box.
Yeah, only. So there are two options. Either you directly sit in front of the your Unix or Linux server, so that you will be getting the desktop of the Linux and you can work on that one. Okay. Other option is that redirect the display of that Linux machine to your Windows machine. Or to your client machine. For that we need to have an X Windows software, and Xmanager is one of the X Windows software. Okay, so we'll just double click on the X Windows and we'll start Xmanager in the passive mode. Thing we have to find out is that we have to find out the IP address of our Windows machine. So I'll just start the command prompt and I will give the command ipconfig. So my IP address, the local IP address is, we can see here, it is 10.17.57.4.
Okay.
Are you able to see that?
Yes.
So in the Linux we will redirect the display to this IP address.
Okay.
So what I'll do that, I'll give export display equal to 10.17.57.4 colon 0.0.
Okay.
And then to test whether our display is working properly, we can use a command called xclock. If the command is successful, I'll get a clock on my desktop.
Okay.
Here we are seeing a clock. So that means the Linux display is redirected to our machine.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So in certain other places, instead of the Xmanager, we may be using another software known as Xseed, or maybe any kind of X Windows software can be used. So the different software will behave in different ways. So you have to read the manual of that software before you starting it.
Okay.
So now we'll directly go to proceed with the installation. So let me first clear the screen, and in the previous session we have copied the software to /Oracle directory. And we have unzipped the software as well. So cd/Oracle, and if I give ls-ltn, I can see there is a folder called database which contains the Oracle 11G DB software.
Okay.
So the next command option is that I have to go to the database directory. We in the previous sessions we already checked whether the server is having enough memory for the database creation for Oracle 11G. Oracle recommends to have 1 GB of memory, and we already confirmed that there is a sufficient memory for our server.
Okay.
So in the database directory, it is /oracle/database. We can give an ls-ltr. At the time, we can see there is a software known as run installer.
Yes.
Okay, so run installer is a shell script, or it's not shell script, it's a Java program, which will call another program known as the universal installer. So run installer, we can say that run installer is a wrapper program which will call the actual installer known as universal installer.
Okay.
The terminology universal installer is given because the look and feel of the installer program will be the same across all the platforms. Like you will be getting the same look and feel whatever you are getting on the Linux environment, the same questions will be asked, or so the same look and feel will be getting for the Windows environment also.
Okay.
Okay. Before going ahead, I just wanted to go to the install directory there. In the install directory, let's clear the screen so that it will be more visible. In the install directory, if you are giving ls-ltr, we can see that there is a file called oraparam.ini.
Yes.
Okay. So if you are looking here, this is a file wherein which Oracle is telling the prerequisite checks. For example, if you want to install Oracle on a platform, on an operating system, whether that operating system is supported, or whether the availability, the support availability of the database or the operating system to be checked. What are the default values for the different environmental variables? Everything is specified in the oraparam.ini file.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, we can see that our Oracle Universal Installer version is 11.2.0.1.
Yes.
Can you see that one?
Yes.
And also say that if you are specifying the default home location will be product/11.2.0.db home, and the default Oracle home name is oradb11g_home. These two parameters.
Okay.
Okay. So by any chance, if you want to change these values, you can edit this file as well.
Okay.
If you want, by default the Oracle home is coming. Say certain companies may be having a standard like the company name. The company name should be coming as a prefix. So instead of oradb11j, you can give that Vaishit db_home.
Okay.
So the default home, the promption will be always with the name what we are giving over here.
Okay.
Okay. So there are certain informations, if required, we can fine tune that information. So for our installation, there is no changes required for this file. So we'll just close it and we'll go ahead with the installation.
Okay.
Okay. We'll just go back to one directory and just clear it. Okay. Now we will start the installation by executing the run installer script. So I can install I can call the run installer by giving /run installer. Okay. Just give the enter key after that. Here Oracle 11G releases. The Oracle has enhanced the support which it is giving for the customer. So if you are specifying our email address here, what happens then? We will be getting any kind of security updates. Say for example, say we are installing a version 11G release 2. For that, if some issues are there, Oracle will give that update, a mail telling that there is an issue, there is a bug found out, that one, the solution for that bug is available on a particular patch. The information will be provided here, provided to the email address which you are specifying here.
Okay.
Okay. But important point to be noted is that to get this information, you must be a valid customer for Oracle.
Okay.
So many of times, if you are using a test environment, or you are using Oracle databases for learning purpose, you may not be getting the security updates. But if you are a valid customer for Oracle, then you will be getting the security updates to the email address which you provided here.
Okay.
Okay. Also at that time, make sure that the system on which you are doing the installation is already connected to the internet, so that the communication between the your machine as well as that of the Oracle support server will take place, and it will get the email communications.
Okay.
Okay. So now next, since it's a test environment, we don't have to we don't have to get any kind of security updates, and we don't have to just enable this option. Okay, we'll disable this option and we'll proceed with the next. So at that time, Oracle will, the universal installer will prompt us that we have not provided an email address. So it is asking you, do you want to remain uninformed about the critical issues? Since it's a test environment, we'll just click yes and we'll proceed.
Okay.
Okay, here it is asking you the installation options. That means you have the options like create and configure a database. That means the Oracle 11G software will be will be installed, and along with that one, a new database creation option will be given for us.
Okay.
Okay, install database software only. In this option, Oracle, the universal installer will install only the Oracle software. It will not prompt us to create a new database, but we can create the database in the later stage.
Okay.
Okay, and upgrade the existing database. Suppose if you have a previous version of the database is available, say we have Oracle 10G on our environment, we want to upgrade the Oracle, the universal installer is giving an option that we can upgrade the 10G database to 11G database along with the installation.
Okay.
From the previous versions, like versions 9i as well as 10G is supporting the upgradation to 11G. So if any of that database are available, then that databases can be upgraded to the latest 11G release 2 versions along with this installation.
Okay.
Okay. So in our example, we will be proceeding with the installed database software only, so that we can have a proper control on the database creation as well. So here we will install the software first, and then we will create the database in the separate session.
Okay.
Fine. So I'll select the option install the database software only, and then again click the next button. Okay. Here Oracle is giving you two options. One is that I can create a single instance database. That means most of the configurations are running in which a database, and there will be a database, and there will be an instance. There will be always a one-to-one association between the instance and database in the single database installation, single instance database configuration. But in the case of the real application cluster, as we discussed earlier, we'll have multiple instances accessing the same database. So since we have not done any prerequisites for the real application cluster installation, we'll go ahead with the single instance database installation.
Okay.
Just select that option and click on the next. Okay. So here Oracle is showing you which are the languages which the product will be running. There are a lot of languages like Arabic, French, Egyptian, everything is Oracle supporting, and by default the English language is selected. So if you want your database to be running on French language, then you can select that language over here.
Okay.
Okay, say French you can select, and you can just click on the tab, so that French also will be added to the supported language for the database.
Okay.
So we don't want the anything other than English, so we'll just proceed with the English and select the next option.
Okay.